Electrotechnical Department, Bureau of Indian Standards. So topic is harmonization of Indian standards with IEC standards. But I'll first go through a brief process of development of standards, and then we'll discuss about some of LED standards available as Indian standards. So Bureau of Indian Standards is the national standards body of India. It was established in 1986 by the Bureau of Indian Standards Act by the Indian Parliament. Initially it was given the name ISI, and it was set up in 1947 as a registered society. BS came into existence in 1986. So objectives of Bureau of Indian Standards are the harmonious development of standards, then marking, quality certification, and it provides a new thrust to standardization and quality control in various fields. Here we are discussing about lighting standards. To evolve a national strategy for according recognition to standards and integrating them with growth and development of productions and export. So when a standard formulation process is taken up, first the subject is identified. So each standard which is developed, it lies in this standardization space somewhere. Like it has one subject, engineering may be one subject, industry, then commerce, science, education, transport, housing, building, food, agriculture, and forestry, textiles, chemicals. It may be one of these subjects. Then what is the aspect of the standard to be developed? Whether it is a nomenclature, whether it is specification standard, whether it is a sampling or inspection standard, then test and analysis, then symbols, and there are some codes of practice like National Building Code, National Lighting Code, National Electric Code, then model form of contract or agreement. And it is developed at some level, like it may be at individual level, company level, association level, national level, regional level, international level. Like IS standards, Indian standards, these are national standards, and IEC standards, these are as international standards. And structure for the development of standards. The supreme body for this development of standards is Standards Advisory Committee in Bureau of Indian Standards. Under this Standards Advisory Committee, there are 14 divisional councils, 14 different technical sectors. Among them, electrotechnical department is one such technical sector, which develops standards in the field of electrotechnology. And under Electrotechnical Divisional Council, there are about 39 sectional committees. There are different sectional committees to develop standards in, like one sectional committee ED23. This develops standards in the field of lamps and auxiliaries. And these LED standards, these comes under this sectional committee. So there are subcommittees which are formulated on need basis. Then panels for doing a rigorous work, technical work on some standard. Panels are formed. And what is the composition of a standard formulation committee, sectional committee? There is a representation from various stakeholders in this standards forming committee. Chairman is from independent body, maybe from some government sector or some regulatory body. Then member secretary from Bureau of Indian Standards. Like I am the member secretary for this ED23 sectional committee on lighting, lamps and auxiliaries. Then there is a sufficient participation from manufacturers, laboratories, and research and development institutions. Then consumer user organizations, government bodies, industrial associations, then public sector units, consulting firms, professional and academic bodies. So this is a pictorial diagram how a standard, when taken up as a subject for standardization, came into existence. It goes through various processes. First is a new work item is proposed, whether it's taken up by BIS or it's proposed by some committee member or by some manufacturer, that the standard need to be worked on this subject. So first draft is circulated to all the committee members for their comments. Once the comments are compiled into the first draft, then comes the P draft. This P draft is again circulated to preliminary draft. This preliminary draft is again circulated to committee members. So after receiving their comments and after incorporating them into the P draft, then there will be a meeting of the sectional committee. In the meeting, there is a rigorous discussion on various technical specifications and various technical parts of the standard. Then this, after taking into account all the comments and views of the various stakeholders in the meeting, this standard goes for wide circulation for public comments. This standard is hosted on our BIS website for public comments for about 30 to 90 days. It depends on whether its standard is formulated on priority basis or it's a less priority, normal priority standard. So after that, after receiving the comments, and then again a meeting is called, and in the meeting this standard is finalized. And then this finalized draft standard will be adopted by our electrotechnical council, and it becomes a national standard after the Gazette notification. So standards are formulated by taking all these things into account. Taking these things like safety is of prime importance. Then ease of use and adaptability, simpler technology, value for money products, energy efficiency and environment. As of now, this is a standard status in India. Total number of standards as of now are there are about 19,000 standards, and about 5,000 are harmonized with the ISO or IEC standards. As I mentioned, there are 14 divisional councils, about 303 sectional committees, and near about 12,000 technical experts for this standards development process. India is a participating member in near about 85 IEC technical committees, and India is contributing to this standards formulation process at IEC level also, and it's observer member in about 68 IEC technical committees or subcommittees. This I already explained standardization setup and process. About our electrotechnical department, which forms standards on electrotechnology. There are 39 sectional committees, as I already mentioned, and number of standards in this field, electrotechnical field, available are 1446. Among them, 351 are dual number standards harmonized with IEC or ISO standards, and 411 standards are technically equivalent. Means these standards are not adopted as it is, but some technical contents are modified as per our Indian environment. There are various points to be considered while formulation or development of a standard. First is a consensus principle is followed. When there is some controversy on the subject, it is not that some kind of voting is done and majority is taken as the majority decides what to do. But it's on the basis of consensus principle. All the committee members all together will decide, that this will be the final draft of the standard. So access to the international technology, then research and development, availability of indigenous materials and technology, then coordination with our other levels of standardization, consultations involving all stakeholders, then documents are sent for public comments before finalization and also hosted on BIS website. As we all know that this lighting is very
most of the lectures, the most important things.
okay, just a brief, very short time.
Well, most of the Indian people know how this BIS standard committee and all these things.
Okay.
Specifically related to the LED industry, what is your vision? That all, I think most of the people would like to know.
I'll start from here. These are the important Indian standards on this lighting that are available. IS 418, I think you all may be knowing that tungsten filament standard, and this is a mandatory mandate to follow this standard.
Just move to the LED part. Just move to the LED part.
Then Indian standards on LED. There is a very brief that I have taken. First standard is on LEDs is 16101, IS 16101. This is the terms and definitions. Standard. This standard is identical to IC standard, corresponding IC standard. Then another standard is self-blasted LED lamps for general lighting services, Part 1. Safety requirements 16102, IS 16102, Part 1. This is a modified version of its IEC equivalent standard. Then Part 2, performance requirements 16102, Part 2. This is also a modified version of IEC standard. Then LED models for general lighting service, safety specifications 16103, Part 1. This is a modified version of IEC standard. Then LED modules for general lighting service, Part 2, performance requirements 16102, Part 2, and this is also a modified version of IC standard. Lamp control gear, Part 2, particular requirements, Section 13, DC or AC supplied electronic control gear for LED modules. This is 15885, Part 2, Section 13. This is also a modified version of IC standard. Then DC or AC supplied electronic control gear for LED models, performance requirements. This is 16104, IS 16104, modified version of IC standard. Then method of measurement of luminous maintenance of solid state light sources. LEDs 16105. This is equivalent to its IC standard. Then electrical and photometric measurements of solid state lighting products. As Sir was mentioning that it's based on LM80 standard 16106, IS 16106. This is equivalent to IC standard. Then LED lumina for general lighting purpose, Part 1, safety requirements 16107, Part 1. This is a modified version of its IC equivalent. Then LED luminous for general lighting, Part 2, performance requirements 16017, Part 2, Section 1. This is a modified version. And the last one is a photobiological safety of LEDs and LED systems 16108. This is identical to its IC equivalent standard. So one thing I would like to mention that we are promoting this LED standard because LED has a huge potential for energy saving, as near about 20% of India's power consumption goes in lighting. So by promoting these LED products, we have a huge potential of energy saving. But one thing to be kept in mind that a few research papers have come out that LED has blue light hazard. While it may hamper your sleep and it may disbalance your sleep hormones. Some LED products. There is one research paper from Cree I think you all may be knowing about that. So this we need to incorporate in our Indian standards. In our last committee meeting, we have decided that we will include these risk levels in our Indian standards because safety is our safety is of prime importance, and no doubt LED is a very brilliant product. It has huge energy saving potential, but this safety comes first. So maybe within few months we will come out with this solution of this blue light hazard in LEDs. Thank you very much. This is all I have to say because time is running short, as sir has mentioned. So,